The universe recycling NPCs in this woman's reality? It all began when I moved out on my own for the first time to a fairly large city. It wasn't uncommon to see a lot of the same homeless people every day wandering around, especially on regularly commuted routes. However, since the first day of dropping my son off at his new school, I noticed something odd. I repeatedly saw the same woman who looked well dressed but always wore the same black shirt/pants combo. She didn't appear homeless. She always had one of those mobile folding carts similar to a suitcase and carried 2 to 3 bags on her. Her walk was very distinct. She sort of shuffled along, always with a blank expression, staring straight ahead forward and never acknowledged traffic or anything around her. At first I just figured this was her daily walk to work, even though there was no office buildings nearby or within a reasonable walking distance, but I didn't think too much about it. What became odd to me was no matter how slightly late or slightly early I was to drop off, she was always there, at the exact same time as me, always with the same outfit, always the same weird shuffle and blank stare, and always with her luggage and bags. Okay, so far not so weird, right? Maybe it's just like a teacher or somebody that works in a school and they happen to just wear the same exact outfit every day, and they also carry the same amount of stuff every day, and they're not in a good mood every morning. Who knows? About a year later, I moved to a different part of the city and I would randomly see her shuffling around. I found it odd. Her clothing, luggage, and the odd body language literally never varied. But again, living in a large city, it wasn't unusual to see strange things. That is, until I had to move back to my hometown for health reasons. One day, before dropping my son off at his new school, we were a bit early, so we decided to drive down the road to get coffee. I was on one of the busy main roads and happened to glance over to my right. There she was again. I almost missed our turn and caused an accident. I was so shocked. I even pointed and shouted loudly, "There she is again!" He was initially confused until I explained to him what I had seen. He reassured me that he saw the same woman that I was seeing. Okay, so at least it's not in your head. And guess what? Same black outfit, exact same luggage, and blank expression. Unfortunately, since we were on a busy road, we couldn't stop to watch and see where she went. But when we were driving back the other way, we couldn't see where she had gone to. In this area, there really wasn't anywhere to go, and it was like as if she just glitched out. I haven't seen her since, but I honestly can't explain the strangeness of her presence, especially showing up in my hometown after I moved. Something about her body language, the lack of variety in her appearance, and the way she seems to randomly show up everywhere I go gives me an uncanny feeling. Do you have any ideas, or has anyone else experienced this? Okay, so my first thought was that she was obviously an NPC. If you guys don't know what an NPC is, NPC stands for non-playable character or non-player character. It's like when you play a video game and it's those characters in the game that are just like doing the same thing over and over again. They have like a preset recorded set of lines. They look exactly the same. Like, those are NPCs. So some people think we are living in like literally a simulation and we have NPCs around us in our realities. And she sounded like an NPC in the beginning, same clothes, like doing the same thing. There's been so many people that have said that they've had these experiences of seeing the same exact person doing the same exact thing every day. Not in a, okay, that person is in a routine kind of way, like in a weird way. The fact that you saw her when you moved in the town, like to another part of town, was weird, but the fact that she followed you to your hometown when you moved was even weirder. Is she just like one of the NPCs in your reality and they're recycling it no matter where you are, thinking you won't notice, but you've noticed? Or is she not an NPC at all and she's actually some kind of like guardian or guide or someone watching over you? And that's why you see her weird places. The thing that's throwing me off is the fact that she has such like an expressionless face. Like, that's kind of weird. The expressionless face says NPC to me, but the fact that she's followed you says maybe a guardian? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if you have any NPCs in your neighborhood. If you have a story you want to share, send it here to this email address. We believe you.